7 beats.
I'm an icon living, making fly shit with one hand, God given. They see me in the
Hi everybody, welcome to Baked Goods. My name's Jasmin Shanice and I am here with the mannequin himself. Ooh.
How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm blessed.
That's
I'm
good.
blessed.
Thank you for joining us here
Of
to talk
course.
about fashion, your
Yes.
brand, the CEO, creator of Manikin Mob.
You know.
So, we're going to get right into it because I know the viewers are going to want to know what is the concept of Manikin Mob and what inspired the name.
Okay, Manikin Mob. Okay, the concept of mannequin is basically individuality. You know, a mannequin, for we all know, we don't really pay attention to the actual mannequin. We always pay attention to the clothes, but the mannequin is different shapes, different figures. It's not the same mannequin that you may see in different stores, depending on who you are. Again, that ties into...
Because they're all the same normally.
They are the same normally, or at least that's how we look at them, because we don't really pay attention to the mannequin. So the name mannequin came about because individuality is a key element in my life, period. I can't do anything but be myself.
As you should.
So I learned to embrace it and, incorporate it into my fashion. And, it also allows my... my service, my custom mannequin custom is the service that I provide to showcase the individuality. It allows different clients of all shapes, all sizes, no matter who you are, younger, older, whatever the case may be, you have a chance to be a part of the Manikin brand because it's made to fit you, and the Manikin Mob is the luxury streetwear brand, and that is the fun. That's the fun, whoever, again, there's no age limit. It's not even a gender.
I've seen you, you did children. You
Yes.
did babies. You
I did
did babies.
yes.
Yeah, so
Oh,
you definitely,
man.
you do it all. So you
Yo.
also say you do it all.
Yes.
What would you say inspired this?
The Manikin brand came about because, for one, I love fashion.
Okay.
And I was producing fashion shows here in Trenton, New Jersey in 2009 before I even became a designer. Like, it was just a bunch of cool people that I knew. I'm like, okay, let's do these themes, get clothes to match this theme. We're gonna put on a show, put some music. I'm a good choreographer when it comes to directing and stuff.
That's good.
So I was able to produce an entertaining show. I just wasn't a designer. So when I started getting into the designing, I was thinking of names, and Manikin wasn't even the first name.
What was the first name?
Oh my gosh, the
Tell
first
me
name.
the first name.
The first name was called Iyam Idolo, right?
Okay.
I have no idea what that meant.
You just like the way it sounds.
One of my good friends, Willie, who came up with the Manikin name. He's also, he co-founded the brand as well. He came up with Iyam Idolo. He wanted it to be like some French couture-ish
I ain't gonna lie, it sounds like it's up there, like very high end.
Shout out to Willie, man. He's
It
a
sounds like
visionary.
it's up there.
So maybe we need to bring that back, switch it up a little bit.
Yeah, you can have something with the Manikin Mob, like, just a brand for that. Special. Like a
Right.
special release type of... You never know. Look, creative minds. So,
Yes.
what encouraged you to pursue the fashion industry? And what was the moment that you may have said to yourself, like, this is my purpose?
Fashion is, believe it or not, wasn't my first intent. Like, music was my first intent.
Okay.
Fashion was something that I attached myself to build my self-esteem, because, growing up the way that I am, I dealt with a lot of adversity, period. Like, right off the rip, things I couldn't even control. So, fashion was something that made me feel warm, and I'm like, I have a place here. Like, I created this, you know what I'm saying? And that was like magic to me, because I wasn't feeling the way I felt about myself. I was feeling like I had a purpose. And that's how it really tied into it. And it was just something I just kept pouring into. And it was beyond me physically doing fashion, but in other areas, whether it be inspiring someone else because I'm into fashion, or being able to give someone advice about something with fashion. Because I'm in it, I'm able to help others as well. And that's what it's about. Like, you gotta help each other out.
Yes. So, talking about Manikin Mob, and how did you begin to build this empire? Like, did you see it where it is today?
The brand, honestly, I always talk. Me and my friends, we always sat in the car and talked about the days where we will be mad busy. Where we'll be working with this girl, this guy, that will be traveling, we'll be on red carpets and all kinds of stuff like that. And we was affirming it without, you know, consciously affirming it. Like, you know, I'm a smart guy, so I've always know, you know, to say things out loud, you know, you kind of believe
Speak it
it
into existence.
Yeah, but I didn't know that proper term until I started really getting into your affirmations, you know, which I have all over my wall. And, you know, knowing the power of words, you know, and looking at it, how it manifested from me literally just in my room in a little corner.
And talking with your friends. And
and just talking about it. I wasn't even clientele, celebrity clientele.
We're going to get to that question.
It's all by the grace.
By the grace, yes. That's good. Yes. So, this is my favorite thing about you. You call yourself the one-hand sewing man.
Yes.
And I can honestly say I love how you took something that someone would call a disability or a disadvantage, and you actually, you know, took it to be an advantage to inspire someone that, you know, this can't hinder you, and this is a purpose behind you. Don't let it hinder you or stop you from being the best that you can be, just as well as anyone else is.
Right.
So, how did you master the art of being able to sew with one hand, and how did you conquer your fear, if you had any?
Yeah, I had tons of fears. You know, for those who don't know, I suffered an injury at birth, and it, you know, I still don't know what proper cause is. So, like, I'll be trying to, like, figure it out. But it stopped stunted the growth of my left arm. So I can't use it as well as I can use my right arm. So just dealing with that alone at a young age, it was different. Like, it was different. It was some good, some bad, you know, but from all of that, you know, my mindset, even though I wanted to feel like I had a disability, I knew that I had to do stuff on my own. Like, I knew I had to get myself dressed. I knew I had to
encourage you more.
Yeah, you know, it's like I had no choice to be like, well, this is holding me down. Yeah. I wanted to do excellent stuff, you know, so in order to do excellent stuff, it required more of me. And my dad and my mom always instilled, you know what I'm saying? They was there for me. I love and appreciate them. However, they didn't look at it as a disability either. You know what I'm saying? They didn't look at that. So, you know, to be able to tie over into fashion, design, creating apparel, which is all instructions that I've ever did, is two hands.
Lovely pieces.
Thank you. Yes. All the instructions, any class I've taken, anything, it's always been done with two hands. So I had to sit and learn myself. Like, even when I take courses now, because I'm at Montclair State University, getting my bachelor's, I'll be done in 1 year. Thank you.
Yes, that's okay.
I'm almost done, yes. So even in, like, my sewing classes, my teacher's like, I'm so glad that you already know how to do this stuff, because when you came in, I'm like, how am I going to teach him how to hand sew buttons? Yeah. You know what I mean? But the fact you know how to do it already, you know, it makes it good. So, you know, it's really like magic as I create, because it stresses me out.
And it's inspiring. It's definitely inspiring.
And that's one of the best things, because it is inspiring. Like, to me, it's kind of normal, because I'm in this life. But, you know, sometimes step outside of myself and really look like, bro, you really
doing something,
creating, and it's inspiring.
What some would say is the impossible. Oh, he has one hand, or you know, and you're basically saying, no, I really don't have one hand. I have two hands. I just can only use one. Right,
and that's making people, you know, look at that as not excuse, like
no excuses
now.
2018, you know? No excuses.
With that being said, what has been the most challenging aspect in running your own business as an entrepreneur, and how did you overcome these obstacles?
Financial aspect of being an entrepreneur. And when I say the financial aspect of it, I mean, it takes money to make money. You know what I'm saying? But from a creative standpoint, you know, I look at it when I think about the financials of it. I look at it being able to produce. You know what I'm saying? And you know, the struggle is being young. You know what I'm saying? And learning this stuff as I go, because you know, I've started being an entrepreneur on my own. Like, I didn't even know I was an entrepreneur. I just knew I wanted to do something, and then of course I figured out what it was, and you know, perfected what I was doing. But entrepreneurship is, you know, being able to produce as a creative is the main thing for me. So if I don't have the coins for it, it's a tragedy. You know what I mean? And also just, you know, the creativity behind it. Like, when sometimes you have them roadblocks.
Yes.
And it's just be like, bruh, like I gotta do this.
What kind of designs do you want to put out now?
Next?
Or,
it's like, what's next?
Yeah. And then not only that, but I think that sometimes when you're doing things for your own brand, your own business, it comes down to play where you have an actual life.
Right.
You got bills. You got to go to work. Some people don't work. Some people choose, I'm going to take a leap of faith. But, again, it's hard.
It is,
hard. But I think money is a major issue in this world today.
Money is a major issue.
It really is.
And making, just honestly making the right moves, because it's like, the goal is you have to. One thing I think a lot of people probably get misunderstood when it comes to making decisions. You have to make decisions.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just all about what are you using as your why? Like, what is your why? Why am I making this decision? You know what I mean? And that could be scary.
And then you have customers. You have people, you want them to invest in your brand.
Right.
But they, respect my craft, you know.
Right.
This is, especially for you, I know you probably have to go to, like, New York, or you have to travel to get these fabrics, it's time consuming. So it's kind of like, respect my craft and understand that this takes money, you want this and you want it to be in good quality, I'm going to need you to invest. And I feel like a lot of times when it comes to us, especially, people at our age, between like 19 and 25, 30, maybe, getting people to really, truly invest in you it's tough, you go buy, H&M clothes, but you won't go to your friend's store. And that is a topic of discussion for our generation. That is having your close friends, people really invest in your dreams or support you. Yeah,
because it goes a really long way. You know what I mean? Because they always say, when somebody outside of your area wear it, it becomes a thing. And I get it, because I study fashion, and you know what I'm saying, I understand the forecasting, that people follow trends and things like that, and it's okay. But again, I am now looking at it like, positioning. Where are you at? What am I doing to make it work? And if it's not working, I gotta move on. Move forward.
Don't stay stagnant.
You can't stay stagnant, because nothing's certain. When it comes to entrepreneurship, that's one thing you need to know.
You're gonna have
uncertainty is your best friend. It is. It's that friend. It's like just like chill out, but it's just like you just never know. You can't get too grounded in one thing. Like
that's like when you take a test. If you don't know the answer, don't stay stuck on it. No, go move on and come back to it, and it'll work itself out.
And 9 times out of 10 for you test takers, the answer usually be like the next question after that. You know what I'm saying? Based on context clues.
Yeah, that's true.
Be aware.
True. So, for resources, if you wish to share an ingredient, where do you get most of your fabric material, sewing items, and machinery?
Well, I get my machinery from Walmart. If you just want a sewing machine, this is actually from Walmart. This is, brothers, y'all need to be cutting me a check, but it's okay. I'm gonna give this is the Project Runway edition, limited edition. I love it because it has 99 different stitches. Get it from Walmart for about $150. Okay. If you want to get started. I get all my fabric from, for the most part, New York City. I love New York because it has variety. Places like Mood Fabric is pretty good, from Project Runway, if anyone's familiar with that. And then the whole block of from 7th Ave through 9th Ave. Okay. And the cross street of 37th through 39th, 40th. You may find some things, but stores everywhere. Okay. All types of fabric.
New York. It's like a certain, now is this, don't they have fabric in Soho too?
I'm not sure. I mean, possibly. It's a very big fashion district, so I can see it being there. I would put it there if I was a fabric vendor. Yeah. I would put it there.
Okay. So, I've noticed you've had the pleasure of having your brand worn and supported by many celebrities.
Yes.
The first one that I can remember was Trina.
Yes.
And next, I know you recently just did Brittany Taylor from Love and Hip Hop.
Yes.
And then you recently had Kaya.
And next,
did I miss anybody?
But those are as a recent. I've worked with a DJ Diamond Cuts, who's a celebrity DJ. Styled her and Travis Porter video. So that was. How was that? It was so amazing. I love Diamond Cuts. She's like the homie for sure. Like, shows so much love, and a lot of people say that people in the industry is like, but honestly, it's all about who you are. It's all about the energy you bring forth. You know what I'm saying? Because I've always got nothing but love, and even if I got any shady vibes from other people, I'm here. You ain't about to fuck me up.
You gotta just know it's just business, nothing personal.
Exactly. And shout out to everybody who show love out there. I love y'all so much.
So, now I know it can be hard trying to get, well-known stars, celebrities, even taking a look at your brand, because to them that's like, oh, you're not name brand, like you're just some local up and coming creative. How did you put yourself out there, and then what would be your recipe to give to those who wish to have their brand eventually supported and worn by celebrities? Okay,
here's a recipe. Be confident first and foremost. Be confident in whatever it is that you do. Have a plan. It's okay to plan, like, okay, I'm gonna write her or him, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna send this picture, because you have to do your research. So do your research. After you do your research, you wanna compose your message, like again, plan it out. Plan out how you're gonna contact them. What are you gonna send to them after you have done your research? Because you know for a fact, if you've done your research and they're aligned with what you're gonna send them, or you're interested in them knowing about whatever it is you're doing, they'll be more likely to be interested. Okay. So once you figure that out, and then you have to just go for it. You honestly have to go for it and tell yourself that this is how you are working. Like, I'm working.
Even if they turn you down, still.
Yeah, because I get people who read my DMs and, they don't write nothing back. And I'm just like, now when I'm next to you on the carpet, honey, and
you gonna wish.
You're gonna be like, hey, yo, let me I'm gonna have to charge you a little bit more.
Right? Oh, you're the...
Yeah, check your DM.
Jasmin.
Check your DM, but I won't hold it against you. You just gotta pay. Pay a couple dollars.
You better support now while you can. So one thing I can honestly say that I admire about you is that you aren't afraid to make a statement, and you dare to be different with boldness, and you have the audacity to believe it is very clear with your brand that it shows. So this is another recipe you're gonna give. What can you give to those watching who fear stepping out of their comfort zone?
Okay. Here's a recipe. Go out and do new stuff. It don't have to be fashion related or anything. Just go out and do some new stuff. Go sit in a park that you never sat in before. I promise you'll start thinking of all kinds of stuff like that. Get to know yourself. Like, self is important. Is an important thing. I couldn't stress that enough. I had to really get to know who I was before I could say who I was, or to believe who I was and stuff like that. And that comes from experience. It comes from reflecting. It comes from aspirations and things that you want to do, that you just talk to yourself about. That's, once you do that, you'll know who you are. And from that, you'll take that who you are-ness, if you want to call it, the who you are-ness.
Who you are-ness. That's a new one.
Yes, who you are-ness. So you take your who you are-ness, because you compiled that now in this recipe, because it's getting good.
No one can tell you different. No one can tell you otherwise.
Yeah, you're ready to come out the oven. You know who you are.
You are baked good.
Okay, you come out the oven and you ready. You know who you are in any situation, so you can go on any plate. You can go be served to anybody in any room. Yes. You'll be the most baked good. More than likely. Okay?
Okay. So we're going to play a quick game.
I like games.
It's called To Be Mannequin or Not To Be Mannequin.
That is the question.
That is the question. So I'm going to give you a list of celebrities. Okay. Because you're fashion, based on their style, would you consider them to be mannequin or not to be? Which I feel like the ones I've chosen might all be mannequin. I don't know. So the first one would be Nicki Minaj.
Yes, Nicki. First of all, that's sister right there. That's sis. What up, sis? Definitely. What I love about Nicki is that she really evolved. Like, she went from sitting in stairwell in Queens to wearing pink wigs and platforms, and people may call it crazy, whatever they may be, but that's experience. She knows how to take color. She knows how to play with fashion, and she knows how to take those risks in such a platform that she is. So now she has all of that experience, all into style, so she can do the pink hair now and swag it out.
Act.
She act too. So
she took an acting class. So I don't think a lot of people realize that. But some people are like, she's so dramatic. But I don't think people, when you study artists or you study people, and it's not just to study like, oh my God, like it's not even about being a fan. It's just really just about just studying someone's craft, because you may want to be there in that, in their position. I did notice that she took an acting class. So that's she was why an actor. She good.
And you look at her videos with any artist that really showcase whatever they're telling in the story, and it's so believable. You gotta know how to do that stuff. You can't just be like, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna be a dramatic person and I'm gonna go cry. She's not afraid. And that's because she's done all of this stuff. Yeah. So confidence. That's what it's about.
Step out that comfort zone.
Own it.
Tyra Banks.
Yes. What? Overall. Mannequin? Yeah, okay. She's definitely mannequin. Like, Shatara, if you watching this, girl, hit me up. I'm trying to get on that panel with you so we can pick the next top model. I was ready.
Make sure we send this to her.
Right.
All right. Little Kim.
Yes, Little Kim is she's an icon. Like
now,
she's an icon.
we got old Little Kim and new Little Kim because you know she done.
Well,
or both.
Okay, I'll tell you why I like both.
Okay.
Because I do like both. Like
okay.
I love Little Kim, of course, the original, the first Little Kim, like back in the day. I won't call her because she's still Little Kim. So I just say like Little Kim from the earlier years when she was with that raunchy.
Oh
the raunchy music. She was the first female that I listened to.
Yeah.
First rap song
Very
that
raunchy.
I listened to was Quiet Storm. Her verse on that. And I just was always attracted from that, you know. And I loved, and looking back, studying her fashion statements were on. Like, she was a fashion icon. Like, when you're hanging with Donatella, Versace, and all of that, and they're, like, gagging over you, like, she's to be, you know, recognized. And even now, like, I love the fact that she's still relevant.
Yeah.
And she's not allowing what everyone's telling her or saying about her. Stop her, because you can't. You know what I mean? She can't undo herself.
She's already up there, so it's kind of like, what you're saying don't even matter. Like,
exactly. She's Little Kim.
Name,
House Hell name. And I think, like, I love the sound that she's going into. And I love the song Wake Me Up with her.
Oh, that's
Remy,
my song. She killed that.
I'm like, yo, Lil Kim sound like her.
She made me want to do her dance. She killed that. She killed that.
She gave me that hardcore Kim.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo.
Yeah. She killed that.
She's, you know, creatives can always be creatives.
Yeah, she killed that.
Exactly.
All right, so next is Kim Kardashian.
I like Kim Kardashian. I like Kim Kardashian. She has a real minimalistic style. It took a minute for me, you know, because everybody go crazy. I get it.
Yeah.
Because she's a celebrity too, and she's done risky things, you know.
Yeah.
I like her. She could be Manikin.
She can be.
She's
in between, y'all. She in between.
I like her. Come check me. I got some pieces. I need you answers.
All right, we got Beyonce. Of course.
I love Beyonce, and this is because she's, again, being a Manikin is to own who you are.
Yes.
And, you know, express it in the utmost. And you see all through Beyonce's, her music, her performances. She not playing no games. She's perfecting her craft. Exactly. She's into it. She's passionate about it. So, from everything about her from the years, I've been studying Beyonce for a very long time.
Yeah. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like her at first, and I'm not sure why. I think it was just, you know, I don't know her. So it's not like,
it's just the personality.
It was just like something about her, but I'm not gonna lie, like, as I got older and as I really took the time to listen to her music, I was like, yo. I always thought she was talented. It was just something about her I didn't like. But now I'm like in love with her. Like, I don't know where the transition went, but
because some people you gotta grow.
She had to grow on me. I'm not gonna lie. She did have to.
And I love the music change she had because you know her music was different. It was showgirl, pop. Now
I think
she's
now because
more
it's more
urban.
Personal.
Yeah, it's personal. You know, more urban. It's like she cussing now because Beyonce won't cuss before.
I don't know. Jay-Z must have pissed her off. So. All right. So next we got Rihanna.
What? Legendary.
Okay.
Like she's super Manikin.
Super Manikin. All right, cool. All right, so last for the females, which I think this is definitely Cardi B.
I like what Cardi B's doing.
Yes.
I do like what Cardi B's doing. Like, Cardi B is authentically herself in a good way, and I'm saying, like, you know, she embodies who she is. She's also open to change. You can clearly tell that she's like elevating from the hairstyles. It's not like the normal inches no more. Like, she's playing with the bun up, with the curl coming down. Really is. And I'm like, that's not the normal hair. So the fact that she's doing it, she's setting her own lane.
I don't know if this was recent, how long ago this was, but she had like this wavy look, but it was like more like a, what's the word I'm looking for? Like it wasn't nappy, but it was just like, it started off at the roots. You know how Beyonce maybe she used to have her hair start off the roots, but then like the bush, and then
I haven't seen it.
I don't know what I don't know who the photographer was, but it was something graceful about that. It was just like graceful.
It was for a magazine. I'm not sure the name of it.
But it was just something about that, like her style. Like,
shout out to Colin Carter. That's her style.
She's different. She's definitely changing her style.
Yeah.
So moving on to the fellas.
To the boys.
We got Idris Elba.
No, fine, but I mean, when it comes to the Manikin, like when I do the GQ suits and everything like that. Absolutely.
Okay. I'll give him that.
He is fine, though.
Michael B. Jordan.
What? Swagged out.
Shout
out to Black Panther.
I know, right?
Make sure I
still gotta go see that.
I gotta go. I'm supposed to go see it yesterday. I am going to see it Maybe tonight.
I
don't know.
See it. We'll see. All right, we got Prince, the legend.
Yes, and what's so not funny, what's ironic about it, people always be like, you're so inspired by Prince. And honestly, I didn't know nothing too much about Prince. I knew he was a pretty dude until he passed away. And I started went back and studied. And I was like, just listen to his story. I'm like, yo, this is really like my big brother. Like, and then his style too.
His style was definitely
his style was very androgynous, and that's my styles intertwined. Like I shop on the male side and the female side in the stores. I wear eyeliner. I wear all kinds of shit. So, and that doesn't make me who I am. That doesn't deal with my sexual preference. And I feel like that was him too. So I love him now even more, and I don't even know. I wish I would have got to meet him. We had a good conversation too. we had some good talks, man.
We got Kofi. I don't know his last name, but Kofi Ralph Angel.
I don't know Kofi.
You never seen Queen Sugar?
No, I never seen Queen Sugar. I'm sorry, Kofi, Queen Sugar.
Well,
my best
I'll
friend
answer for you. That's definitely a Manikin.
Really?
He's like another Idris, though. He's like a GQ.
Okay.
Yeah,
he feel like he wasn't a...
Yeah, but he look good, though.
Okay. He the one who come in a Phantom. Okay. He come in a Phantom.
Okay, so we got RuPaul.
What? Mother. Overall mother. I watched the RuPaul Drag Race. I like to binge watch it so I can sit and I miss a couple weeks and I go back and just sit and watch it and I really love it because I'm looking at him like, wow, RuPaul is really creating a platform for the drag because drag is, if you really look at it, it's creative.
You see their makeup. I'm like, but the shows are definitely edited and cut because it takes a lot. I'm sure it takes a lot to do all that, but their makeup, their hair,
their performances,
that is the on.
It's amazing. So I love him. I didn't know him. I used to always hear about him growing up, but to actually see him and understand him more so business-wise and what he's doing for the LGBT community and what he's just doing for people, period, because a lot of people are not exposed to the drag world. And it's not, you may not be into it, but you can't deny that it's amazing.
You gotta go to a show. I had the opportunity to go to one, but I actually missed it. But I would love to go just to say I went because I heard they have a lot of fun.
I love the drag shows.
I heard they have a lot of fun.
They have a lot. You gotta have your coins for when they come out because they want their coins. If they gonna perform, you gotta get on their coins.
Gotta get on their coins. They another set of strippers.
Okay.
But we're gonna wrap this up. That was to be Manikin or not to be. So.
Yes.
Thank you.
And that is the question.
That is the question. So, again, you want to wrap this up, give a little to the camera, recipe, advice, whatever last words, you're more than welcome to.
More than anything, love who you are, appreciate everything that you have, and know that everything that you want in life, you'll get it, So just be conscious of what it is that you want. Make sure you speak greatness over yourself and others all the time. That's very, very important because what you put out is what you get back in, and that's just period in life. And when it comes to fashion, believe your vision, trust yourself, be open to collaborate, and remember that we all got to help each other. So you have to make sure that you pull up your brothers and sisters, no matter who they are, link up, collaborate, because we are the next generation of historians. You can call it, that's what we is, historians. So check me out on Instagram, Real Life Manikin. Manikin Mob is the brand's Instagram. Yes, get into it. And www.manikinmob.com. You can get that shirt there. You can go and check out all the custom work that I do. I am a custom designer as well as having an apparel ready-to-wear line. So, please contact me for all those inquiries. I'm also into music too. So if you guys have beats, send them over. I'm looking for engineers ASAP. I'm looking for some dope engineers. And yes, if you guys have any questions, follow my YouTube page too, my YouTube channel called The One Hand Sewing Man. I'll be doing YouTube tutorials, DIYs, we'll talk fashion and all kinds of tips like that. And I want to stay engaged and continue to spread love and light through the world because that's what I'm here for. So if that's what you're about, hit me up.
Become a mannequin.
And become a mannequin because remember, with Manikin, you're sure to come to life.
All right, everyone, take care. This is Jasmin Shanice signing out. Bake good.
I'm an icon living, making fly shit with one hand.